everywhere you can find machine learning or AI in some way or the other. Okay, so that's why we are basically focusing to build small projects over with the help of data science, because eventually you will be working in that domain only. Okay, and if it will be giving you a better understanding that how things are basically working in companies at production level. Okay, created from scratch and then built to some new model or some other website or some kind of a solution. Okay, so that's why I'm giving you an introduction to data science, so that you could start thinking of the project ideas, and we can discuss that the project ideas, and we can start working over those things as soon as possible. Okay, I hope everyone agrees to this point,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Okay, fine.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
Sure.
ठीक है. So let's move forward with data science. So just give me 2 minutes. I'll share the screen. Yeah. So the screen is visible to you all. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It is visible.
Okay, fine. So we'll be discussing about data analysis and data science. So can anyone tell me that these two terms are different or they are same?
I think they are different, ma'am.
Yes, they are different. But in what sense? Like, if you see that analysis and data science, they seem to be very much similar. But what makes them different?
I think data analysis is the process and data science is the field.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Some at like to some point you are correct. Okay. See, data analysis is basically okay. Let's move one by one. Okay. So what's data analysis? It's a process. Okay, and the process which is basically involved in exploring and analyzing large data sets. Okay, and the motive behind analyzing and exploring the data is to find hidden patterns, unseen trends, discover correlations, and derive valuable insights to make business predictions. Okay, and see the definition, though it focuses on only business predictions, but not only just the business part is involved. There are multiple things which are being involved in data analytics. Okay, so if we see that with data analytics, we can make improved decision. Okay, how we can do that? See, let's say for example, let's say there is one company and it has launched a new you can say a new what you can say a drink in a market. Okay, let's say it's a fruit juice or something. Okay, so what they do is that they launch the product and they try to place those products to different what you can say different in the supermarkets, or some advertisements are being pushed. Okay, so they try to place those that product in different scenarios. Okay, now once the product is being placed, they try to understand what is the out or what is the feedback they are getting from the customers. Okay, so let's say that the product they have created, they get the feedback that that age group between let's say between 10 to 17 or 16, though that age group is kind of liking the product, okay, liking that drink, okay, but the product is not much popular with the age group of, let's say, above that. Okay, then again the product is uh, somehow gaining popularity among the section between, let's say, 25 to 30. Okay, let's say this is the pattern. Okay, so by understanding the feedback of the customers, by understanding that what basically um, uh, how this age group is behaving, how the multiple age groups are behaving, also they try to understand that what kind of what kind of people, let's say, the what you say, the product is popular in these metro cities. Okay, let's say it is not much popular in the second tier cities जो होते हैं, let's say, if it is popular in NCR region or the metro cities, but it is not much popular if we deviate from the NCR, let's say 100 kilometers from the NCR region. Okay, there, if there is a city, a big city, let's say Lucknow only, or you can say Mathura, Vrindavan, these kind of cities. It is not much popular there. Okay, so gathering the feedback from all the scenarios, all multiple factors, they try to understand that what is basically liked by the people and what is not. Okay, फीडबैक में सिर्फ यही तो नहीं होगा कि पसंद है या नहीं पसंद है, फीडबैक में ये भी नुआंसेस होंगे that that the product is much sweeter, or the product is is having a funky taste, because some might find it tasty but some might find it some tangy or a funky taste about that. Okay, so these kind of feedbacks are basically taken and analyzed to understand what is the basically overall performance of the product. Okay. Now based on those analysis, companies try to make a decision over this, that whether they should continue that product, or whether they should do some manipulation with the taste or with the packaging or something like that, so that more and more customers can be attracted towards it. Okay, maybe the packaging is such that the age group between 17 to 25 are finding that very childish or something, so that's why they are not purchasing. This can be a weird scenario, but still that can be a possible reason for people for not buying that product. Okay, so likewise, the companies are trying to analyze the feedbacks and making the decision whether to move forward with the product, or they should roll back the that product, okay, and bring some new thing to the customers. Okay, so likewise decisions are being created. If we talk about in the terms of the companies, in terms of the companies who are building products. Okay, better customer services. Okay, now customer services, if you see that, be it your this these websites, or not the websites, the applications you're using on daily basis, your Uber, your urban company, your Blinkit, or your Big Basket, and all these such kind of companies, Zomato, Swiggy, all are basically these companies are all customer centric. Okay, if the customer is not happy, then these companies will not be able to make money. Okay, so that's why it is very crucial for these companies to satisfy their customers. Okay, so So if you see that whenever you drop a complaint or drop your concern over these companies, they try to quickly respond and try to quickly cover what basically what problem the customers is facing. Okay, and this is how basically they're improving the services as well. Okay, if you are able to make your customers satisfied even after they have raised any concern, then yes, you are on a good path to make your business prosper, right? So this is also one of the things which is done based on the data analysis. Okay, not just getting the feedback or not just responding towards the complaints, okay, but also understanding the feedbacks and behavior of the people. Okay, customer retention is also very important to these companies. Okay, whenever whatever company is dealing with customers extensively, the customer retention is very much important to them. Okay, they should retain their customers. Okay, so that's why this data analytics plays a huge role in that area as well. Efficient operations. Now what efficient operations are, let's say you another example of a supermarket, or you can say any uh, any let's say your shopper stop, pantaloons, or whatever your decathlon and all these companies are. Okay, how they're able to do efficient operations, like in terms of decathlon itself. Okay, it's a huge outlet with all the sports equipments. Okay, and if you see, like, you can find everything there. Okay, and also if you can see that there is the amount of customers they are basically dealing daily basis, or on the scenarios where they have given some off is going on. Okay, some sale is going on. Okay, in that scenario, the crucial thing is that they should maintain the itinerary. Okay, they should maintain the stock of the stock of the supplies. Okay, be it your shoes, be it your equipments, be it anything. Okay, so all these things are very much crucial. So in that way, they should have an understanding, they should have a process that whenever an item is billed. Okay, किसी भी आइटम का की बिलिंग हुई है उस बेसिस पे they should maintain that okay, this item is now being sold out. Now what is the current status of this item, what can be the possible what can be the possible demand which they can receive for particular item, and based on that they should maintain their stock. Okay, so that's how the for that the analysis, again the data analysis is involved. You should be able to identify कि कौन सा product कितना जल्दी आपका sale out हो रहा है, and how much quickly you need to maintain your stock. Okay, so in that way also data analytics is another tool, is a tool which is playing the role here. Effective marketing. So this effective marketing comes again with respect to the example of the drink I gave you. Okay, so based on, let's say, जो हमने अभी सिनेरियो डिस्कस किया था कि 10 से 16 इयर्स के एज ग्रुप में वो प्रोडक्ट लाइक किया जा रहा है, बट बट वो उसके अबव वाला जो एज ग्रुप है, लेट्स 18 से 25 वाला, people are not liking. So might be possible there is something different in their marketing strategy which is not hitting that age group. Okay, so accordingly they can create new advertisements for targeting those kind of customers likewise. Okay, so that is also being done with data analysis. Okay, so basically everything which we have discussed here: improved decision, better customer services, efficient operations, effective marketing, seeing unseen trends. Unseen trends, you can say that, let's say, वो होता है ना कई बार, let's say some product was launched 2-3 years back, okay, but somehow the product has gained momentum and now it is a very popular item. Okay, now that can be a result of maybe some marketing strategy, or maybe something has, influenced people, or maybe the marketing was not that effective at that moment, but gradually as people themselves explore the product, they basically वो होता है ना word of mouth वाला जो marketing फंडा होता है, उस basis पे suddenly the product has gained the uh, uh, what say gain the momentum. Okay, so in that sense also, there are possible scenarios where you can, analyze the data and you can find unseen trends. Maybe there is some uh, some trends which is not being seen but they reflect in your data. Okay, so that is also can be, predicted or analyzed through data analysis. Yes. Yes, someone raised their hand, no? Any query? Yes, any query from someone? Yes. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. So this is how things are basically done through data analysis. Okay. Now, if we understand the complete cycle, how analytics is being approached. So the first step is to define why you need data analysis. Okay, we need to define the problem statement first. That why we, on the first place, we need to analyze the data. What is that we are trying to find out in the data? Okay, what is the uh, what is we are seeking? Okay, this we need to clarify. Okay, once we are clear with the problem statement, or you can say the pattern or the information we are looking for in the data, once we are clear with that, then begins the second step, which is collecting the data from the sources. Now these sources can be your database. Okay, since all the outlets, all, like everywhere nowadays, there is a data collection. Okay, so you need to find that data source and you need to collect the data from that source. Okay, now, once you capture the data. Okay, now once you have the data, now what happens is clean through unnecessary data. Okay, now why we need to have to clean the data? Because we cannot rely completely on the raw data which we have received. Okay, yes, we say it raw data because not because that data is like, that data can be from your automated machines, or that can be from let's say some billing process, some transactional processes, or you can say they can be the written feedbacks of your customers. Okay, so we cannot, completely rely on the data which has come just from the scratch. Okay, so why we need to process it? Because that data, that raw data, might hold some irrelevant data for in them. Okay, now what will happen if we do not process, or we do not clean the data and we directly feed it to or we try to directly analyze that data? Okay, what happens is, let's say you have certain points in your data, or some certain values which are really irrelevant. Okay, let's say someone has someone has written the feedback as something gibberish. Okay, not relevant, not any not even a proper statement. Okay, thank you, or it is good, or keep it up. Not even such kind of words, something gibberish, a b c d e f g h. Okay, now that data is not going to help you in making any kind of decision, any kind of interpretation. Okay, now let's say this is the one example. Okay, let's say you have a data set of at least let's say 10,000 rows. Okay, now in 10,000 rows, if you receive uh, 10,000, and if you receive, let's say, 5,000 such data where something or the other is gibberish. Okay, something or the other is not relevant. Okay, किसी में किसी में प्रोडक्ट गलत मेंशन किया हुआ है, किसी में फीडबैक कुछ अजीब सा दिया हुआ है, या किसी में जो वैल्यू है प्रोडक्ट की वो गलत मेंशनड है. There can be a possible multiple situations where the data can be wrong. Okay, so in that scenario, if you are getting 50% of the data as wrong, then you can understand that how you will be able to build any kind of prediction over it, and how that prediction will eventually lead to your business decisions. Okay, आपके पास गलत डेटा होगा, आप गलत एनालिसिस करोगे, और गलत एनालिसिस करके आप गलत डिसीजन मेकिंग की तरफ बढ़ोगे. ओके, लेट्स से सिनेरियो तो ये था कि फीडबैक ये था कि कस्टमर्स को जो ड्रिंक था वो पसंद ही नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है, लेट्स से 50% कस्टमर्स को वो ड्रिंक पसंद ही नहीं है, बट क्योंकि आपका फीडबैक या आपका जो डेटा सेट है वो अनक्लीन डेटा है, सो व्हाट एनालिसिस यू गेट इट दैट कि the product is, like, let's say, somewhere or the other is like, but there is some problem. Okay, so in that sense आप क्या करोगे कि आप कोशिश करोगे कि उस प्रोडक्ट में थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस करके आप वापस उसको लॉन्च करने की कोशिश करोगे. बट ऑन द फर्स्ट प्लेस, customer demand was that you need to rethink over what kind of quality or what kind of taste you are giving in the drink. Okay, तो इस तरह से you are basically hurting your or you can say you are damaging your your market image. Okay, because you were not able to make a proper decision according to the feedbacks, and customers will think that this company is not serious about the product, they are not serious about the feedbacks of the customers, they are just behaving like anything, they are not making proper decisions to improve the drink. Okay, and eventually you lose the credibility around yourself. Okay, so this is why we are basically very much keen in cleaning the data. Okay, आप कहीं भी जाओ, लेट्स से आप डेटा एनालिसिस कर रहे हो, या आप इवन आप जब आप किसी एक छोटी सी दुकान में भी जाओगे, वहां पे भी आपका जो डेटा, लेट्स से आप कोई वहाँ पे एक विजिटर्स बुक्स कहीं कभी कभी भरवाते हैं आपके होटल्स में, या फिर आजकल छोटी छोटी शॉप्स भी ये काम करते हैं, दे ट्राई to get the feedbacks of their customers. Okay, so even those people also try to filter out that what is important for their improvement and what is not. Okay, क्योंकि customer can give any kind of feedback. Okay, customer का मन नहीं है तो वो कुछ भी है ना लिख देगा. Okay, but still you need to analyze to improve yourself. Okay, so for that, cleaning process is very much crucial, and based on the cleaning process only, maximum things are being dependent over it. Your analysis, your decision making is very much relying on your cleaning process. Okay, so that's why it is one of the very important part of your life, of your cycle, of your data analysis cycle. Then begins the analysis of the data. Once you have cleaned through your data, now comes your analysis part. Now you need to go through extensively to your data, and apply multiple things, maybe your statistical analysis or any kind of analysis. Okay, be filtering of the data through queries or something like that. Okay, all you can apply, and once you apply all these strategies, they give you certain kind of result, they give you certain kind of predictions or analysis, and based on that you can built decisions that whether to go with the product or whether you need to stop that product there itself and you need to come up with a new product. Okay, so the interpret results and apply them. Okay, because applying them is also an important, just getting to know that what is the customer requirement is will not help. Okay, you need to act on it as well. Okay, so this is what your data analysis part. Now, result what you get from analysis, you can identify when a customers purchase the next product. Okay, when the customer will be purchasing the next product, seeing the trends of how your customers are purchasing certain products. Okay, this is done by your all uh, what say your e-commerce websites. Okay, what they do, they know that what is the pattern, when is the time in the year where people are expecting to buy more and more things. Okay, that's why you see that if you go back like 10 years back, at that moment when there was no like these e-commerce websites, or just 4 or 5 years back only. Okay, you need you if you try to recall, the amount of sale times were very less. Okay, या तो वो अराउंड आपके क्या कहते हैं, आपके होली के टाइम पे आता था, या आपका कुछ आता था वो दिवाली के टाइम पे. ओके, these were the two major times when you used to get majority of the these sale kind of things. Okay, but nowadays if you see दी आपको सेल, ठीक है, आपको होली और दिवाली पे तो मिल ही रही है, अब आपको नवरात्रों पे भी मिलती है, अब आपको इंडिपेंडेंस डे पे भी मिलती है, अब आपको रिपब्लिक डे के अराउंड भी मिल जाती है, और दिसंबर में मिल जाती है ऑफ सीजन, लाइक विंटर ऑफ में दिसंबर एंड और जनवरी स्टार्टिंग में आपको मई जून में भी एक क्लियरेंस सेल काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स मिल जाती है. like almost 50% of the year is either having some way or the other sale going on. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you observe it like 2 4 5 years back ये सिनेरियो नहीं था, बट आज की डेट में आपको कितनी बार like every month or every second month you are having some way or the other kind of a sale going on. Yes, everyone kind of noticed this pattern.
Yes, ma'am. In Amazon and Flipkart.
Yes, Amazon and Flipkart and even all the other और इनके देखे देख आपको है ना, आप अपने मॉल्स में जाएंगे आपको वहां पे भी यही सेम पैटर्न आपको आज की डेट में दिखेगा. बट previously this was not there. Okay, and how this has emerged, basically these companies have tried to understand that किस मोमेंट पे या किस ईयर के किस टाइम पे पीपल फील लाइक परचेजिंग समथिंग. ओके, एंड ऑल्सो कुछ तो देखो आपके कस्टमर्स के बाइंग पैटर्न पे भी रिलाइड होता है, एंड कुछ होता है बिल्ड अप थिंग्स. ओके, बिकॉज आप देखोगे इन एनी काइंड इन इंडियन हाउस होल्ड स्पेशली, इफ आई वुड टॉक दैट इंडिपेंडेंस डे और 15th अगस्त पे कोई परचेजिंग नहीं करता. But still these e-commerce websites with the name of sale, they try to push the customers to purchase something or the other. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
राइट, सो कुछ तो है ना कस्टमर्स के थ्रू के एनालिसिस से होता भी है, और कुछ बिल्ड किया जाता है जस्ट टू बाय दीज कंपनीज जस्ट टू इंक्रीज देयर सेल. बिकॉज आप देखोगे कि ये जो सेल्स या ये ऑफ सीजन्स जो चलते हैं, इवेंचुअली कस्टमर डजंट गेट एनी काइंड ऑफ बेनिफिट फ्रॉम इट. ओके, customer always end up buying more things which he or she requires. Okay, and benefiting these companies. Okay, so this is how these the market scenario is derived nowadays. Okay, so ये एक scenario है. You can understand how long it took to deliver the product. This can be in the case of your Zomato and Swiggy, or any this Blinkit or Big Basket and everything, right? You get a better insight into the kind of items a customer look for, product returns, etc. Okay, you can you can these companies are able to understand that कस्टमर किस प्रोडक्ट को लुक कर रहा है. आप अमेजोन में देखेंगे, like if you have searched for a particular mobile phone, okay, let's say you are interested or you are just browsing through Amazon, and you just landed on some landed on some advertisement of a phone, okay, and you start scrolling through it, okay, okay, this is kind of a phone, okay, there some similar kind of phones are like that, okay. What what the next thing Amazon will do, the next time you will visit your Amazon application, no, your once you open the application, the home page will be modified to, and it will be focusing over mobile phones only, okay. This is how much quick they are basically interpreting the likes or the uh, watch history of the customers, okay. And product returns, see, sometimes what happens is that you have purchased a product, okay, but uh, though you don't have a tendency of returning the product, or there are some customers who are not satisfied in one go only, okay, they purchase certain item, but they always some way or the other, they are frequent, um, uh, they are frequently returning the products, okay. So that also they can uh, predict, and they can improve their you can say the product placement, you can say, or the descriptions of the product can be made much more clear, so that so that people are seeing each and every specification regarding the product and then purchasing it, okay. You will be able to product the sales and profit for the next quarter, okay, so that can be predict very easily nowadays. You can minimize order cancellation by dispatching only relevant products, okay. So if so that can be also one of the thing. Let's say this can be relevant for small businesses which are running nowadays, okay. If they are efficient, if they want to retain their customers, they need to make sure that they send the relevant products, not the product. Let's say customer ने large size order किया है and they have sent small size, or they have sent extra large size, okay. So in that sense they'll always end up you know uh, uh, irritating the customers, okay, and that way eventually will hamper their businesses, okay. So that can also be done, that can be minimized when, if the companies analyze that what is being ordered should be sent, okay. You'll be able to figure out the shortest route to deliver the product. So this goes for your every these Zomato, Swiggy, Blinkit, Big Basket, and everything which is giving Amazon and Flipkart, all these sites who are sending the products on to they're delivering the product to their customers home, okay. So in that way also this is important to analyze the data in such a way that you can deliver the product in the shortest way, okay. And this figuring out can be in the way like that कि let's say कोई एक product है which is very much free, or you can say which has gained momentum in recent days, and that product is being developed, or you can say the manufacturing of that product is in Bangalore, okay. But more and more customers from, let's say, northern region are trying to are ordering it, or the product is built in your eastern or western region, but in the central of India, the customer more and more customers are preferring that product, okay. So what can these companies can do, that they can build a hub near the region where maximum customers are purchasing that product, and since the hub will be closer to the demand area, so that will eventually reduce the time, okay. let's say कि let's say Assam में कोई एक प्रोडक्ट बनता है, लेट्स से हनी बनता है, ठीक है, विच इज वेरी मच गेनिंग मोमेंटम, एंड now the customers from, let's say, from down south or maybe in the northern region are preferring to buy that. So what they can do, they can contact that particular company which is building the honey, okay, and they can, create a hub, let's say you can say a warehouse kind of thing in near to those areas. Let's say साउथ में एक वेयर हाउस बना दिया, या फिर एक मिडिल सेंट्रल इंडिया में बना दिया, सो दैट कि वो जो कम्यूट टाइम है, जो प्रोडक्ट को पहुंचाने का टाइम है, वो हम रिड्यूस कर पाए. ओके, so that's how also we can minimize. That's how also these companies can reduce the time of providing the product to their customers. Okay, so this can be done. So if areas, if you see where analysis is being used, your retail sector, your healthcare sector, your manufacturing sector is also not behind in data analysis. Government and public sector also are extensively working over data analysis to some way or the other try to improve the experiences of the the of the public, so that more and more public can, let's say, if you see in today's scenario, that more and more things are being, streamlined. आपको आज की डेट में गवर्नमेंट से रिलेटेड कितने सारे वेबसाइट्स, कितने सारे पोर्टल्स ऐसे मिल जाएंगे which are basically eventually, easing out the time which people used to spend on these government offices to just get something signed or something verified, or some application is need to be submitted. So that's why also government is basically trying to streamline things, okay, in order to that more and more people are able to, get attached with the government schemes, and more people are getting benefited. Okay, let's say relevant sector है, relevant आप कह लीजिए कोई ऐसा आपका सोसाइटी का कोई एक ऐसा सेक्ट है, दे which need to be, uplifted, or which need certain kind of, basic facilities which need to be provided to them directly. Okay, no middleman is required. Okay, so in that way also government is basically working, so that more and more are people are streamlined, and more people are able to, get the benefit of the government schemes. Okay, also public sector, your banking system is also working over in this direction only. Then logistics, okay, how the itineraries, how the products need to be sent from one location to another, these all logistics, all these are being, analyzed. They are being they in these scenarios data analysis is being used extensively nowadays. Okay, so I hope data analysis is clear to you all, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Any query, anything which which you are not able to understand? Any query regarding that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I suppose not. Okay, so now as we have discussed data analysis, now let's come to the data science. Now data science is a domain which is, देखिए, हम डेटा एनालिसिस या हम डेटा सेट पे वर्क, हम डेटा का सॉरी जो जो डेटा सेट जिस पे हम वर्क कर रहे हैं एनालिसिस करने के लिए, दैट डेटा इज नॉट ऑल्सो अ स्मॉल डेटा. ओके, वो डेटा ऐसा नहीं है कि यू आर जस्ट डीलिंग विद some MBs of data. No, that is also, that data is also in your in gigabytes or something. Okay, but here when we talk about data science, the scale of that data set increases to two folds or three folds. Okay, तो डेटा साइंस के रिस्पेक्ट में हम पेटाबाइट्स और हम टेराबाइट्स तक पहुंच जाते हैं डेटा सेट के लिए। क्यों? क्योंकि एक तो ये है कि डेटा साइंस के रिस्पेक्ट में हम जो टूल्स यूज कर रहे हैं प्रोडक्ट डेटा को एनालाइज करने के लिए, हम जो मैकेनिज्म यूज कर रहे हैं डेटा को एनालाइज करने के लिए, दोज आर वेरी सोफिस्टिकेटेड थिंग्स। ओके, आप डेटा साइंस में, हम डेटा एनालिसिस में, मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया था कि डेटा एनालिसिस कैन बी डन इन योर एक्सेल शीट एज वेल। ओके, डेटा बहुत ज्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं है उस केस में। पर जब डेटा साइंस की बात आती है, डेटा बड़ा होने के साथ साथ डेटा कॉम्प्लेक्स भी है। ओके, तो जब हम बात कर रहे थे ना डेटा साइंस की, तो यू कैन क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड इट विद योर like that the data that can be handled through your relational databases. Okay, but जब हम डेटा साइंस की बात कर रहे हैं, दैट डेटा इज नॉट वेरी मच केपेबल और बीइंग हैंडल्ड बाय योर रिलेशनल डेटाबेसेस, क्योंकि वो डेटा वास्ट इन वॉल्यूम है। देर आर मल्टीपल थिंग्स इन्वॉल्व इन दैट डेटा। You can say that you are basically in a way you are processing an unstructured data. Okay, or a big data. Okay, that's where your data science comes in. Okay, when we try to analyze big data, okay, that is where your data sciences is involved. And also the method of analysis is also different. Now here, when you are dealing with such kind of a vast volume of data, you are no longer using your Excel filtering techniques, or your SQL type of query languages, or some statistical or simple statistical models to basically filter out the data. No, here you are using machine learning algorithms, complex machine learning algorithms, which are involved to basically deal with such kind of data. Okay, and again, these tools and techniques are eventually providing you unseen patterns, derive meaningful information, and make decisions. Okay, there also you are making decisions, but the approach is now completely different. Okay, since the base, your data is also changed. Okay, there you are dealing with uh, uh, data not that small, but yes, the data that can be handled easily. But here the data is so complex that your normal analytical tools will not no longer will work. Okay, so here we are relying over either your machine learning or your AI or your deep learning, such kind of things. Okay, data used for analysis can come from different sources and presented in various formats. So, if we are saying it in various formats, so you can clearly understand that it is an unstructured data. Okay. Then, if we talk about the cycle, so again, the cycle in data science will start from the question you need answer for. Okay, you need to define that what kind of analysis, or what kind of problem you are trying to find solution for. Okay, you need to find the objective for it. Okay, so business understanding is important, that what you are looking for in the data, okay, what needs to be tackled. Okay, that is need to be defined. Then comes your data mining. So you need to gather the data on the first place. Okay, scrap the data unnecessary for the project. Okay, so we try to find out the relevant. We try to find out the relevant data set. Okay, now I'm not saying that in data mining only we are basically dealing with the processing or pre-processing or cleaning of the data. No, I'm saying that we have a huge warehouse of the data, but according to the problem statement, we are finding the relevant chunk of the data and capturing that data. Okay, and scrapping the rest of the data. Okay, so let's say you have a data set, and let's say you have thousands of I'll give you an example in a tabular format only. Let's say you have a table, and in that you have 1000 columns. 1000 columns, maybe you can say 1000 features or 1000 specification values. Okay, different different values. Okay, now अगर आपके पास 1000 कॉलम्स हैं, तो इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी दैट ये सारे 1000 कॉलम्स आपकी प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट के रेलेवेंट हों. ओके, लेट्स से एक प्रोडक्ट के रिगार्डिंग आपके पास आपके पास डेटा सेट है कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स के रिगार्डिंग, और उस प्रोडक्ट के रिगार्डिंग आपके पास थाउजेंड्स ऑफ स्पेसिफिकेशन वैल्यूज हैं. ठीक है, पर आपको जो एनालिसिस करना है वो 1000 वैल्यूज पे नहीं करना है. आपको लेट्स से उस प्रोडक्ट से रिलेटेड कुछ स्पेसिफिक चीजों के बारे में ही आपको स्टडी करना है. तो आप 1000 रोज के कॉलम को नहीं उठाओगे, क्योंकि वो आप एक तरह से मेजॉरिटी ऑफ इररिलेवेंट डेटा आप पिक कर लोगे. ठीक है, तो दैट विल नॉट हेल्प. इवेंचुअली आपको वो कॉलम्स डिस्कार्ड करने पड़ेंगे टू गेट अ प्रॉपर डेटा सेट. वो फिर आप अगेन आपके क्लीनिंग मेथड आपका लॉन्ग हो जाएगा. ओके, सो ऑन द फर्स्ट प्लेस वी ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट we try to find out the necessary data which is required for the project. Then data cleaning. Again, this point is clear that why we need to clean the data. Then data exploration. Okay, now before heading towards the analysis, or before heading towards building a model from applying any kind of machine learning algorithm, we need to explore the data. Okay, we need to understand the data. Okay, by looking at the data we need to find out some kind of a hypothesis. Now this hypothesis can be built over some visualization technique. Let's say हमने जो डेटा रिफाइन किया उसके ऊपर हम कुछ विजुअलाइजेशन डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन टेक्निक्स लगा के हम कुछ बार चार्ट्स बनाते हैं. कुछ चार्ट्स हमने फॉर्म किए एंड उनसे हमने कुछ पैटर्न्स फिगर आउट किए. ओके, नाउ ऑन दोज पैटर्न्स वी बिल्ट अ हाइपोथेसिस. ओके, हमने एक पॉसिबल हाइपोथेसिस क्रिएट किया कि ओके, नाउ if this is kind if this kind of if this kind of projection the data is showing, so this can be the possible scenario which we may lead to. Okay, now once the data exploration is done, now we need to have the feature engineering. Now what this feature engineering is, I'll come again to that part where I said that let's say for a product you have thousands of specification values. Okay, now all those specification values are not relevant for that. Okay, so let's say in the data mining step, let's say 1000 में से आपको लगा 1000 में से अप्रोक्सीमेटली 800 स्पेसिफिकेशन वैल्यूज हैं जो शायद मेरे लिए रेलिवेंट हैं. ठीक है, तो आपने डेटा उस हिसाब से उठाया, आपने उसको डेटा को क्लीन कर लिया. बट देन आपने जब हाइपोथेसिस बिल्ड किया और जब आप फीचर इंजीनियरिंग अप्लाई कर रहे हो, फीचर इंजीनियरिंग में आप देख रहे हो कि अकॉर्डिंग टू द हाइपोथेसिस आपकी 800 कॉलम्स में से आपके लेट्स से 600 कॉलम्स ही रेलेवेंट हैं, या 600 कॉलम्स ही ऐसे हैं जो कि आपको एक बेटर प्रेडिक्शन की तरफ लीड कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो इन दैट वे व्हाट यू डू इज यू डिस्कार्ड द रेस्ट ऑफ द columns. Okay, rest of the 200 columns. Okay, because they will not give you any kind of a or they will not make any kind of a contribution in your model. Okay, in your predictions. Okay, so there you basically discard them. So this is what your feature engineering है. अब ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि वो 600 ही हर बार अप्लाई हो. ठीक है, हो सकता है आपने एक आइटरेशन अप्लाई किया, आपने एक बार मॉडल क्रिएट किया एंड आपको लगा कि लेट्स से कि आपको प्रेडिक्शन मिलता है और आपको प्रेडिक्शन मिलता है कि ये प्रोडक्ट दिसंबर मंथ में पॉपुलैरिटी गेन करेगा. Okay, let's say the production comes like that. Okay, now what you do is you again reiterate your feature selection. Let's say आपने पहले 600 features first iteration में यूज किए थे, now अब आप 700 features iteration में लेते हो, और आप अगेन अप्लाई करते हो अपना प्रिडिक्शन, और उसमें देखते हो कि according to that the prediction is that कि not in December the product will gain much popularity in the end of the November, okay, in the second half of the November month, okay. तो ये प्रोडिक्शन आपका अलग फर्स्ट वाले से अलग हो जाता है, तो ठीक है। तो बेस्ड ऑन द काइंड ऑफ hypothesis we have built, and based on the model which we are creating, we basically change our feature engineering. Okay, this we will be seeing when we will be applying the machine learning algorithms, no, like as we proceed in the course, we will be doing the machine learning algorithms and applying using certain kind of data sets and applying those algorithms and building models. We'll be doing that. तब आप देखोगे कि फीचर इंजीनियरिंग वी बेसिकली डू प्रैक्टिस दिस फीचर इंजीनियरिंग। हम कुछ फीचर्स को हम हटा देते हैं, इररिलेवेंट मानते हैं, बेस्ड ऑन द काइंड ऑफ प्रेडिक्शंस वी वांट टू मेक, ओके। Then comes your predictive model. Once you have selected your features, then आप मॉडल क्रिएट करते हो। मॉडल इज बेसिकली it's a machine learning algorithm which you have applied on your data set, okay, and once you have applied a machine learning algorithm over a data set, you basically call it as a model, okay, because you have done all the kind of mining, cleaning and exploration and engineering over it, and based on that you have built a model, and you have tried to figure out that okay, what can be the possible prediction, or what can be this mod how this model gonna work, okay, how if you proceed if you apply this model, then how this product model will be behaving, okay, how the model will be predicting things for you, okay. Now this prediction of this model, which predictive model which we have created, this is not a one time work, okay. This is basically built over multiple of iterations. आपको multiple algorithms apply करने पड़ेंगे single data set के ऊपर, आपको multiple times अपने data को refine करना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद आप एक प्रेडिक्टिव मॉडल क्रिएट कर पाओगे, अ सक्सेसफुल प्रेडिक्टिव मॉडल, I would say, okay. So it's not an easy task to basically build an efficient model, okay, because these models will be used in real life. Let's say अगर हेल्थ केयर इंडस्ट्री में अगर आपका कोई एक मॉडल आपने बनाया है, और आपने वो सिंगल आइटरेशन में ही अगर आपने ये डिक्लेयर कर दिया कि नाउ दिस इज द मॉडल आई हैव क्रिएटेड एंड आई एम अचीविंग 97% of accuracy from it, but though the model is very amateur, so that may lead to your the possible scenario that it can be a life threatening situation if it is used in a healthcare industry, okay. यानी कि आपका मॉडल को प्रेडिक्ट करना था कि पर्सन डायबिटिक है या नहीं, पर आपके मॉडल ने प्रेडिक्ट कर दिया अदरवाइज, ठीक है, मतलब बंदा डायबिटिक था पर आपके मॉडल ने उसे बोल दिया कि नहीं ये डायबिटिक नहीं है, तो इन दैट वे यू आर बेसिकली क्रिएटिंग अ लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग सिचुएशन फॉर अ पर्सन, ओके। सो दैट्स व्हाई दीज मॉडल्स आर वेरी बहुत रिगरसली इन पे वर्क होता है, एंड देन वी बेसिकली say that okay, this is the final model, okay. Then comes your visualization. Now why visualization is required? Because whatever kind of engineering you have applied so far, okay, that cannot be explained to your managers, right? So you need to have certain kind of visualization tools to basically project your model to someone, okay, to make a person who is not from the machine learning background or not from the technical side could be able to understand that what your model is basically trying to achieve, Okay, so that's why a proper visualization tool is required, a proper visualization techniques is required to basically आप अपने की स्टेक होल्डर्स को इवेंचुअली if you have built a model, okay, and if you're trying to basically pitch your model to some company, okay, let's say आप किसी हॉस्पिटल को आप पिच करना चाहते हो अपना मॉडल, और a software you have built upon this model, और आप किसी कस्टमर किसी ई कॉमर्स साइट को आप अपना मॉडल पिच करना चाहते हो, you need to have a better visualization to explain things to those people. Okay, so for that, the visualization, data visualization is required, and how your model is basically acting and giving results, that need to be explained. Okay, so that's what data visualization will do, and that completes your data science life cycle. Okay, so is the point, are the points clear to you all, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So this is what your data science life cycle is. Okay. So if we talk about tools, so data analysis में आप MATLAB, Excel, SAS ये सारे यूज कर सकते थे. डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन के लिए आप Jupyter, Tableau, Congos, Raw, these kind of tools can be used. For machine learning, you have Spark ML libraries, you have Mahout, you have Azure ML Studio. Okay, so all these, even like if you are a beginner and you are not aware of these kind of things, what you can do is simply start from your Python programming language, pick a machine learning algorithm and start the implementation. Okay, so all these things also you can try out. Okay, so uh, these are the data science tools. Okay, so this is all about data science and data analysis. Okay, now tomorrow we'll be moving towards machine learning. Okay, so I hope the data analysis part and data science part is clear to you. I hope there is no confusion left between these two terms. Was I able to
Yes, ma'am.
give enough examples to make you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 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 fine. So, okay, so we'll meet tomorrow. Just hold on for a minute. I'll take the screenshot of your attendance. Just a second. Okay. For any queries, guys, please you can ask me. Okay, don't just sit in just like not able to raise your queries. Okay, don't do that. Okay, I'm here to clear out your doubts, everything. Okay, so we can make these sessions interactive as much as possible. So don't just hesitate to raise your queries. Got the point, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, bolo.
Ma'am, in the Hadoop command text file, I found
Mm-hmm.
that we have Hadoop fs minus get as
Mm-hmm.
one and Hadoop fs hyphen copy from local. So
Mm-hmm.
I think the description is almost similar. So what would be the difference?
Okay, copy from local is basically from, like, let's say if you want to copy a file from your let's say your desktop. Okay, you want to
Mhm.
copy a file from your desktop to your HDFS. Okay, so that is for copy from local. Okay,
Okay. So,
I think get is
ma'am, it's
also.
not get. It's put.
Acha,
I
put.
made a mistake.
Okay, put.
Yes, ma'am.
So in put base, acha, put also, yes, put. See, put is basically for like any location. Let's say put can be from HDFS to HDFS also, and put can be from your local to your HDFS also. But if you will try to use copy from local in case of HDFS to HDFS, that will not work.
Okay. So copy from local is more limited than
Yes,
put.
yes, it is. Yes, it is more limited in comparison to your
Okay.
put.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, yes. Okay. Okay. So everyone, thank you, and we'll meet. Sorry, we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay, and tomorrow we'll be discussing on machine learning. Okay, so once we basically discuss the machine learning, what you can do is, you guys, that I would suggest you explore uh, projects in machine learning. Okay, we'll be implementing it through Python. Okay, you try explore different projects. We'll do try to do a small project, not a very huge project. That a project that can be completed in 10-15 days. Okay, so that kind of project. So and also a project that much relevant कि at least आपको पूरा जो लाइफ साइकिल है वो प्रॉपर समझ में आए, आपको पूरे स्टेप्स हम गो थ्रू करें जो हमने अभी डेटा साइंस में प्रोसेस हमने लाइफ साइकिल डिस्कस किया है, हम वो सारे पॉइंट्स कवर कर पाए. ओके, सो अ प्रोजेक्ट समथिंग लाइक दैट. ओके, try explore, try to find the area where you want to do the project. Okay, and we can have a discussion and we can start working over the project. Okay, because if we'll wait for the things to be covered in the class, we'll basically will not be able to complete the project work on time. Okay, so that's why I want that you all start exploring. Okay, start analyzing that where you want to do the implementation, and then we can start working over it. Okay, because आप data capture कहीं से करोगे, multiple साइट्स के थ्रू आप कहीं से डेटा को कैप्चर करोगे, फिर उसके बाद उसका क्लीनिंग प्रोसेस, उसका एवरीथिंग. ओके, सो द स्टेप्स आर मल्टीपल, so covering all those things are important, so that's why I'm suggesting this to you all. Okay, so I hope
Excuse me, ma'am.
by the end of this week we'll be able to get some discussion over the project work as well.
Excuse me,
Right,
ma'am.
everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Excuse me,
yes,
ma'am.
Rajat.
Ma'am, should
Yes,
the
yes.
Python projects be related to machine learning, or can we make any kind of project using Python?
See, no, like not just machine. Like if you want to do something in CNN or something related to deep learning, yes, you can do that. Okay, but if you want that project work, you want something like some kind of project work like a kind of a CMS you want to work, build, or a kind of a website if you want to, then that is not a relevant project, I would say, because since we are doing big data technology now, so that should be reflected in the project work. That is the aim, basically.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Rojitsan. So that's why I'm
Yes, ma'am.
saying, like I'm giving the idea of of machine learning, because that way, see, क्योंकि आप अगर प्रोजेक्ट वर्क आप अप्लाई करोगे अभी से, तो आप एकदम से तो कोई बहुत आप है ना हाई फाई चीज you'll not be able to work upon. Okay, so we'll say that we'll as a beginner we'll try to make a project so that you can easily explain that project to someone who is interviewing you. Okay, because that way you'll be able to answer everything. ओके, अगर हम कुछ ज्यादा हाई फाई या हम कुछ इरेलीवेंट अगर हम करेंगे, तो दैट विल नॉट जस्टिफाई दिस कोर्स. सो that was my suggestion. So yeah, you explore it, you first explore the things, and then we can discuss, like if the idea is quite good enough, and that if that idea, no matter if it is not from machine learning background, no issues. If the idea is good enough and if it justifies, yes, we can proceed with that even as well.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so apart from Rajitsan, everyone okay with that? Yes,
Yes,
Ashish,
ma'am.
Chirag,
Yes, ma'am.
Nagatem, Nasir, yes.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay, good enough. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so we'll meet tomorrow and bye everyone and have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, bye.